Hello everyone, this is Dr. Nisreen Husain, Department of Zoology, Comment Dr. W. Patankar, Girls PG College, Durg. The topic which we are going to discuss today is Orexin. This is the topic of MSc 2nd Sem, paper 2nd and from Unit 4. Orexin. It is an important mediator of appetite. It is activated by ghrelin, another short-term factor secreted by stomach just before an expected meal. About its introduction. Orexin is a hormone that regulates arousal, wakefulness and appetite. It is a neuropeptide also called hypocretin and was discovered in 1998. Produced by neurons in the human brain. Lack of orexin causes loss of muscle tone, the condition which is known as cataplexy, and also it causes narcolepsy, a chronic sleep disorder that causes daytime drowsiness. About its location and secretion. There are only 10,000 to 20,000 orexin producing neurons in human brain. Orexin is located predominantly in the periphonical area and lateral hypothalamus. It is secreted from that area. They are found throughout the central nervous system, regulating wakefulness, feeding and other behaviors. There are two types of orexin peptides and two types of orexin receptors. About coining of name. There are two views regarding the naming. First view says that orexin was named from the Greek word orexis, meaning appetite. Second view is that it is also known as hypocretin. It is the other name that was named as it is produced in the hypothalamus and bears a weak resemblance to secretin, another peptide, the gut hormone. Orexin is used to refer to the protein products. Hypocretin is used to refer to genetic products. About its discovery. Orexin was discovered as neurotransmitter which was found in lateral hypothalamus similar to the gut hormone secretin, which is a member of the incretin family, hence the name hypocretin. Further, it is found in other parts of the brain also in the limbic system and the structures associated with it. Orexin neurons. Orexinergic neurons regulate release of acetylcholine, serotonin and noradrenaline. Neurons secreting orexin as neurotransmitters are actually called orexinergic neurons. Such neurons can be differentiated into two groups. First, neurons in the lateral hypothalamus that are associated with reward-related functions. Next is the neurons of periphonical dorsal group that are related to functions of arousal and autonomic response. The isoforms. There are two types of orexin, orexin A and orexin B, also known as hypocretin 1 and hypocretin 2. They are excitatory neuropeptides with approximately 50% sequence identity. Orexin A is 33 amino acid residues long and orexin B is a linear 28 amino acid residue peptide. Orexin peptides bind to G protein coupled orexin receptors OX1 and OX2. Orexin A binds to both OX1 and OX2 with equal affinity, while orexin B binds mainly to OX2. Orexins are strongly conserved peptides found in all major classes of vertebrates. About its functions. First is food intake and metabolism. Orexin is primarily involved in the stimulation of food intake. It increases the craving for food, thus increase meal size, by suppressing inhibitory post-ingestive feedback. Orexin coordinates between food intake, metabolism, and sleep regulation. Long-term sleep deprivation increases food intake and energy metabolism. Sleep deprivation then leads to lack of energy. In order to make up the lack of energy, many people use high carbohydrate or high fat foods that ultimately lead to poor health and weight gain. Second function is brown fat activation. When there is the inability of differentiation of brown pre-adipocytes into brown adipose tissue, orexin level decreases and obesity increases. Deficiency in orexin leads to narcolepsy, a sleep disorder. Impaired thermogenesis and energy expenditure is also caused. Third is lipid metabolism. Orexin A have a direct effect on lipid metabolism. OXA stimulates glucose uptake that increases energy uptake, which is stored as lipids. Orexin increases lipogenesis. Lipogenesis means metabolic formation of fat. It inhibits lipolysis, that is the breakdown of fats and lipids. About the mood. Mood is the another function that is regulated by orexin. High levels of OXA have been associated with happiness in human beings. Low levels are associated with sadness and depression. Boosting levels of OXA could elevate mood in humans, which can be the treatment for disorders like depression and anxiety. Next function is wakefulness. Orexin promotes wakefulness. Orexin importantly integrates metabolic, circadian and sleep cycles to determine whether an animal should be asleep, awake or active. Orexin neurons strongly excite various brain nuclei, leading to release of dopamine, norepinephrine, histamine and acetylcholine, thus stabilizing activeness, wakefulness and sleep. Thank you. The references were taken from the books Medical Physiology by Guyton and Hall, Human Physiology by C.C. Chatterjee, Comparative Endocrinology by Barrington, and the other sources were google.com and Wikipedia. Thank you.